Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're playing some more Sweet Choson Turtles. We're kind of looking at some of the war stuff and just noticed that in the Ottoman War, declared in the year 1701, 7 years ago, we have lost a grand total of 4,829 people, of which 1,716 were due to attrition. You know, people who stubbed their toes and gotten infections in boot camp. Meanwhile, the Ottomans have lost 827,000 troops. That is a ratio of 171.26 to 1. just somehow. All right, let's knock out Tunis. All right, I said we were going to look around. We didn't find any good armies. We didn't find any like Austrian armies, for example. And I'm going to consolidate a couple of these artillery because we have too many. And we are suffering like attrition, probably no matter where we go. We have 100% local reinforcement right here because Kathmandos has 5 maneuver. So I think just keeping the whole army together is not that big of a deal. Sure, we're losing 37 men out of 200 stacks, which is like a lot. What is it actually? 88 plus 125 times 37 per month. Losing 8,000 manpower a month to keep the whole stack together. Which is quite clearly not ideal. But what can you do, right? Overrun to break siege? Yeah, we could. We could do some big overruns. Anything smaller than an 18 stack would just die instantly. So we could do an overrun on this small Russian stack. It's not going to be worth any war score, but it will kill some bodies and make them either merc up or... It's barely going to affect war exhaustion. Even though the Ottomans have lost 827,000 troops, they have 0 war exhaustion. It's a combination of innovative ideas plus the AI very hard bonus minus 0.05 monthly war exhaustion. Even like Austria has 0.3 war exhaustion. Russia, 0.25. And they've lost 500,000 men, whatever the hell it is. Where is it in there? 418,000 lost troops, almost no war exhaustion. Totally fine, barely an inconvenience. Now, killing English troops is pretty high priority. Let's see if we can do that. If we can get a couple quick overruns here on the Russian armies that are not pathing well, that'll be great. 24th, 25th, scare him for a day so he stops. Nope, he's just not going to stop. Cool. All right. So we knocked Tunis out. There's a pretty good chance then that we can peace out the Ottomans. He's on 1 enthusiasm. That's coming really soon. I missed that. Where was this fight? Oh, that was probably this fight. Okay. It is? It is. Very hard, just seems like a massive waste of time, to be honest. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't add difficulty. It really doesn't. This again should be an overrun, assuming no one else gets here that I can't see. Great. Yeah, trying to go for the overrun stack is working pretty well right now. I think we want to protect that defensive fort from falling next. So we'll run up that way. Let's see how we do against the Brits if they actually stick around. They are running. They don't actually want to be here, except for these 9 troops, which have decided to commit suicide. Ottomans on low enthusiasm. We will take stuff. Fine. They can keep this stupid province. I don't care. Sounds good. Go away. One less country that we are at war with. This is just a pure infantry stack. We're behind a river, though, in defensive terrain. They only have 11 artillery, which I wish we had some artillery over here. Let's grab Katmandos. Actually, Katmandos was about to engage here, right? No, that's Lang. I don't remember where... Oh, Katmandos was here. I want Lang here. I want just somebody up here. Trollet, probably. Because it's just going to be 80 versus 9 with no leader. No big deal. Immediately after I deployed the army to that fort, they knew I was coming, so they ran. Of course. But of course. Second fort fell in the north. This army, I think, is going to have to try to go fight over here. We should be okay here, again, despite the lack of infantry. Or sorry, lack of artillery. With Austria... What do we need? Wasn't Lang going to die soon? I paid 10 mandate to keep him alive, because we have no more need for mandate. Positive mandate at this point just gives us a tiny bit of extra national unrest, which doesn't really matter. Alright. With whom are we losing the most war score from occupation? Not Great Britain. We're missing out on 1.2. And that's probably due to the occupation of Koch, mostly. We should try to get that back. I'm really not afraid of the Russian armies at all. Looks like Great Britain actually did send over another stack, so it's a good thing we had at least a somewhat reasonable general here. Some mountain situation. It's not going to be good for him. Overrun on that fort. That army will be ideal. Possible. Great. We shouldn't have 88 artillery here. It's just so wasteful. Darn it. Yet again, this army can't get there in time. Ooh, crap. We're engaging in... That's wrong. We're the aggressor with a -2 penalty. We don't have our combat ability guy here. Wrong. Bad. Must retreat from this fight. Let's just retreat to Koch. We need more generals. We, at this point, should be shooting for Tech 25, I think. The artillery fire +2 is like another 50% artillery damage. This army is artilleryless, but we're the defender in good terrain. Only lost 8,000 troops, not a big deal. Where did I just see a 24-day siege? What? Oaks Mill? I think we already are. We have been for a while. We could do tributaries off of money and on mill points. Yeah, the next mill tech would help out a lot right now. Far more than money. Right, Austria. All I want, dude, is the one province. He's 33 reasons away. And all I want from Great Britain is the province. That's it. So just give me the crap I need, and then I'll be on my way. Why is it so hard to understand? Game is so laggy, man. This is probably not going to be a good fight. We only have a 3-2 general here right now. It's probably a retreat after 12 days type situation. Yeah. Okay, Koch is ours again. Let's take Gouda back. 2.5 million dead for 4 provinces? Yep, pretty much. Again, I'm doing this in a dumb way. Fighting, what, 1 million Ottomans died, 786,000 of these guys have died. Look at this. Austria, the war leader, has lost only 240 troops. 250,000 Koreans, 240 Austrians. Austria's using my strats, clearly. We lost sailors. That's defensive fort with no... No, there's a leader there. Bohemia's got a decent leader. Let's just check to see if anyone wants out. Netherlands is on medium. We can't peace out Bengal. We need the war score from his occupations to... Actually, do we even really? We have 20 war score from battles and controlling the war goal. Turns out Bengal being in the war is really not even giving us that much. It's just giving us terrain to fight on. Maybe we should knock Bengal out. They have 60,000 infantry, 35,000 artillery, so about 100,000. I'm not a huge fan of the terrain that we've been fighting in anyway, so getting Bengal out of the war, so we've got a different area to fight on. Of course, we don't have his capital. His capital's probably worth like 1 war score. So... yeah, Gouda's worth 1.6. Game's so laggy, man. Stupid, very hard army sizes. It keeps on showing like there's gonna be a battle here, even though we're shattering, so there can't be. That's kind of funny. That's gonna be a bad fight now. Never mind. Come back home. Change my mind. Take the fight to Russia. Russia's on medium enthusiasm. He's down to just 20. Russian military strength is pretty bad, apparently. It's got mercs, low manpower, 640,000 troops out of 771. I think it's not worth keeping 100,000 Bengalans in the war just for 1 war score. Let's knock him out, and we'll change the battleground a little bit. Move out of this Bengal area. Arumba, you need to take some provinces from the middle of Russia to make his name smaller. Always thinking ahead, aren't we? Did I start a capital fort for Koch? Damn you for not having room for a fort, seriously. Why have you built stupid buildings here? It's wrong. Okay, I still see no Austrian armies, as clearly evidenced by their very, very few troops lost. They are suffering attrition. Interesting. 1,578 attrition. That means that they do have an army in hostile terrain. Oh, apparently we did actually have combat here, but... it turns out that we're relatively fine with it. And now they have a leaderless army. Cool. Good job, Russia. Arumba. Yes, taking provinces from him is not really something I want to do. I think we engage here with Katmandos, and rather than do a huge pile-on fight, let's see if we can pick off the stacks that try to come in behind us. Like if I, for example, 12th of March, we could go just attack here in the hills to prevent them from reinforcing. As it is right now, I think we're on track to win this fight very well. So I think I'd rather take a bad fight for 12 days here to make this fight go well. In fact, this might not even be that bad of a fight, just based on the fact that we have a full back row of artillery. Oh my gosh. Boom! Sorry, Bohemia. You shouldn't have done that. That was wrong. What were you thinking? Alright, these guys should take the infantry from this stack and then go work together on that army. Did chat remember to tell you that you are a human? No, not for a while. I forgot, in fact. These are defensive forts, and that is a relatively large amount of Brits. Yikes. Katmandos, save me. Lang, go here. Somebody with generically high maneuver, go here. We're the defender here against the leaderless army, but without having a full army complement, this is kind of a bad fight. You guys path through that way, and you guys can go to like Dammon. Remember that I am a person. Okay, I'll try. We're not going to hire any more generals for a while because I want to try to get the next Miltech. Also, the age should be ending soon. 10 months. We can get another 10 war score from the ticking war score. We have positive 9 from battles. Here, everything's coming to paces. Just see how well we can fight here. Ooh, they've got insufficient support, no leader, terrain penalty, crossing penalty against Katmandos, the infantry combat ability guy, who's rolling like a boss. He's doing the best he can with a very small army. Mow him down, Katmandos. You got this. Nice. Nice. That's very tight. Tight. Double back. Overrun that one. Katmandos, I think your job is to teleport up here again now. Bum, 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 bum. Gain population? No. Bum, 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 bum. Third of July, 28th of June. Time it so we all arrive on the 3rd of July and relieve that siege. It's not defensive terrain, but we can't let the Russians keep on aggressing on that front. This is probably going to be a bad island fight for us. The majority of the troops are down here. Let's retreat to defensive hill, mountain thing, something. Looks like the fort finished in one location. Austrians! Yes! We found them! The Austrians have arrived, finally! Let's kick these Russians out and then go fight the Austrians. Glorious deployment. Do it, Katmandos. Roll well. Good job. That is defensive terrain. Negative 92% chance. That means he has an equal chance of a disease outbreak, practically, as a supply shortage. That's gonna take him a while, isn't it? Oh, they actually were able to reinforce into my retreatment. Not what I wanted. Okay, hey, Russia. Seriously, like, how about you have rebels or some other problem happens so you stop trying to do this. Oh, nice. He's got a 46 stack, a 355. That's a great general. He should be on the front line. He's a siege specialist, and yet he has no artillery. And there's also 64,000 infantry here. I think what's happening is that Russia's running low on manpower, so he has maybe adapted his composition a little. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. This is not defensive terrain. We'd prefer to avoid that. Let's back off into the 2 provinces behind that fort, and we'll also back off. We have no great zone of control. I think for now we just back off and let them maybe advance a little bit onto bad forts. I want to focus on the northern front for a bit. All right, well these wars are taking longer than I thought they might, but take a short break here and I'll be back in the next episode if you're watching this on YouTube. Stick around, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, see you soon.